and we're here for some more Star Trek Fleet Command. Yeah, that's right, because we make more videos of this pirate base, so hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And we're going to talk about something else in Star Trek, because here we go. We're going to be guiding you into this new game that I've been playing. It's been out for 2 years. I keep calling it new, because it's newish for me now. But in our first episode, we talked a little bit about how to get yourself started, to get into an alliance, get into the server that you want to do. But now we're going to talk about the most important thing that is followed in this game, which is called ROE, Rules of Engagement, baby. So let's go pop into this video. We're going to talk a little bit about it and what that means. So I kind of got myself ready a little bit here. You know, I'm level 19, not too crazy high, but in this game, oh, I'm like, what's going on? Why can't I click on any of these things? I got to be over here. Anyways, so in this game, when I need to get rid of this screen, this is going to confuse me. And pop it like that. Yeah, all right, that's perfect. So in this game, there is a lot of fighting and battling. It's a war game, which we discussed. And once you've kind of gone through and you've picked your alliance and done all that wonderful different things, we're going to go into our jellyfish here, and we are going to locate the jelly. Now I remember why I had that screen up, because it's easier to see. But you're going to be, obviously, this is a level 10 system, which you're probably not going to be highly in this zone. But I thought it'd be a good spot to kind of focus on, because when you start playing, it's really important to mine and follow missions and follow your daily tasks. Daily tasks can be found just above here. You can't really see, but where my arrow is, there's a little exclamation point on your game. And there's going to be all these missions that you need to do. All these daily goals. Daily goals are amazing. They get a little bit harder as you go, okay? So right now it's a little bit harder for me. You start kind of like only a few here. But when you accomplish these daily goals, look what you can get. All these different speed ups to do your building, speed ups to do your repairs on your ships, and of course, items that you need. I'm noticing right now in level 19 of the section of what I'm doing, par steel here is what I need the most. Titanium is not so bad, but I always seem to have a lot of that, so maybe it's because of all the bad raids I keep doing, but dilithium, you do need a lot of that as well. But we are going to talk about another very important thing in the game that is going to keep you and other players happy together. Because we all want to have fun. We all want to do this game. We all want to keep on going and not cause too much fret. Because it may be a war game, but there's still guidelines that you need to follow. The ROE, baby, Rules of Engagement. So that when you are fighting against other players, they ain't going to get mad at you. Now, granted, some people are new as well, so if you do certain things like attack them, they might get upset. But if you understand what rules of engagement are, then you'll be able to follow them properly, and you can explain to them that you were just following the guidelines of the game. So, first rule here, when you are going into your ships. You look at your ships here at the very beginning of the game. You're going to start out with the Orion Corvette. You are eventually going to get a ECS Fortunate, which is for your mining, and of course you will build a Findra and eventually upgrade your explorer ship to a Turaz. But what is very important right now, when you get to level 10, that's why I'm in a level 10 base zone here. When you are level 10, you have the ability to hit other players. So we're not going to talk about bases right now. We're not going to talk about these little guys right here, because that's not where nobody's at. We are hitting close to level 10. You're brand new to the game. You want to start learning about ROE. So, there's different classes of ships in this game. So we have our battleships, which are here by the little missiles. And even if I zoom in close here, you can see how cool they look in the game as well. The blue, all these blue guys here are other players. So we have other players here. And when you look close, you can see how in brackets they have 4 letters. That, excuse me, is their alliance name. So you might see most people with Jeff, RT, different sets. So everyone that's blue is other players in the game. Red are hostile, so those are what you use to level up and train in battle. And then when you do other purples in the game is when you've created your alliance, baby, and you got purples all over the place, and that's when you're sitting pretty and having some fun. So we're going to talk a little bit about, what did I say? ROE. So, see, this actually is a great example that we have this. See this right here? We have a little red kind of arrow symbol. When you're not doing ROE properly, this is where you get yourself in a chance of basically being attacked. So, this alliance for me is kill on sight. So it don't matter what. If I see them, I'm here to attack. But I'm level 19, they're level 9. They can't even attack other players right now. I can't attack them because at level 19, I can only attack level 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. There is ranges of what you can attack. So when you get into level 10, you can attack up to level 12. So basically, until you get into like the level 20s or a little bit higher, which we'll discuss in other videos, you're going to only be able to really attack 2 levels above or 2 levels below. But when you're in level 10, you can't go below level 10. So you can't hit level 9s, you can't hit level 8s. You can only hit level 10s, okay? Send a little help to our alliance members. So let's talk about rules of engagements. We're going to go over here so we get a little screenshot here of this. Right here we see we got a little mining ship. You can tell by like little drill. It's also called a survey ship. Survey ships are out of bounds. We do not attack survey ships. There is exceptions, of course, to the rule. If they're on a 0 node, which you can see right here, they're at a 0 node. So when you hit 0 nodes, that means that there's no more resources coming out of this. So titanium, for example, is empty. So we want to make sure that all these different resources that are around the area for mining always stay full and plentiful. So what you can do, you click on them. And it's not probably going to work if I actually do this, guys. So I need to hit someone that's a little bit higher up level than me. But maybe we'll bounce to a different system because it's hard for me to view certain characters because I'm too high up. I thought it is a good zone for you guys to see. Actually, there's someone down here that's level 18 that can help me. So when you click on them, it gives you a chance to see like people's names up top. And you can actually go to their profile and you can send them a chat. Always be friendly, please. Friendly in your chats. We're all here to have fun and play the game together. You can just send them a little warning. 2-minute 0 node warning. And then that you cannot attack them until there's 2 minutes have passed. And if they are still on that 0 node, you can attack. Another option that you can do to attack is any other ships other than the survey ship that are on a mining section, free game. Essentially, anything other than miners are free game. You can attack the explorers, you can attack the flyers, you can attack the battleships anytime you want. I tend to only get them if they're on a mining spot or if they're just kind of floating. But if I see them in the game and they're like going over here, like where's my ship right now? If you can tell, come on, go here. You can tell, like you see the my A here. You can tell that they're like fighting. Because you'll see basically 2 ships kind of swooming around each other. So if I see that kind of stuff happening, I am not concerned about attacking them because they're training, they're leveling up. So I'm not really going to be the big bad guy and go after them. But if they're just sitting there for a while, that means they're probably inactive. So I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to do them a favor. Knock them out, send them home on their way. That's how I like to play. So let's repeat. Survey ships do not go after unless they are on a 0 node, which you give them a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. As well, the only other time, which I am going to have to go home for a sec. The other time that you can attack a surveying ship is if they are on overprotected cargo. That part can be a little bit confusing, but if you look at your ship, see right here, these are your cargo bays, and you have a little spot here, and you have a little spot here. So if I go to my one ship that's mining right now, the first little column bar is filling up. Once you hit into the second bar, that is called overprotected cargo. Once they so once you hit in that zone, you can actually attack them because you'll be able to gain their resources. So my actual mining ship is available to go up to 13,000. So once I hit over 13,000, someone can take resources from me, but until then, they can't. So we don't attack my ship. So what we are going to do, I like to do some pirating, where I go and I try to scan and scope people. See this guy right here? He's mining away. I'm going to click this scan button. And down below in the middle, you're going to see rewards. If the rewards is just a chest, we leave him alone. He's a survey. We do not fight. We do not have the ability to attack him. If there was another symbol in here, which would be the symbol of the item he is going after. So mining, he'd be mining right in here, the titanium. You would see this titanium symbol. Boom, boom, boom. When you click scan, it would be right here. So that means I can actually attack him, and I would be able to gain those resources. So rules of engagement is pretty simple. You can attack bases, but we'll go after base attacks in a different matter. This is just what you're going to do, how you can get different resources by attacking. But survey ships are off limits unless they are overprotected cargo or on a 0 node with a 2-minute warning. The lovely every other ship is fair game, but take into consideration how you want to go after that. You don't have to go after every single one if you don't want to. I mean, it might, you know, make people really upset with you and very cranky, and it is gonna take away from the enjoyment of the game. Like, see, look at this guy, right? He is just floating. I don't see him moving around, so in my mind, he's fair game. You click on him. So, you know, let me do it now. And you would scan him. And of course, whatever, he's not gonna let me do it right now. But when you scan him, you can see that he's 33 strength. Mine's 34, so it might not be something I want to fight because I might lose, right? You gotta keep in consideration if you actually have the power to win. So if I scan this guy here, he has no rewards down there, just the chest. So it ain't game for us to go. I like to kind of sometimes during my day check out a few of them. You never know, because I have gotten some pretty big loots by doing some stuff like that. I want someone to have this so I can show you, but this level 14 guy here, I can't attack him because I'm too high of a level, but he is not allowed to be mining, so he is fair game. Same with this 14 star. But like I said, make sure you have the power to actually be able to attack him. If you're not strong enough, it ain't gonna be worth your while. Alright, so I went into another system, and then there's some stuff I can show you that it's also very helpful. When you gain an alliance, you're also going to have diplomacies against certain people. So if you see this purple little friendly symbol here, that means your alliance leader has claimed this team friendly. So stay away from them. Just help and support. I would not attack. If you feel like they're overprotected or that there's a note, feel free to send them a message. But I wouldn't go ahead attacking them because you don't want to be that person that upsets your team and also potentially can get kicked off, because my team, my alliance helps me out so much. I help them out, and so it's great that I'm in this alliance. But if we check over here, this level 19 guy, I'm going to click scan. Boom, you see that down here? Rewards, there's an extra symbol there. I can see I'm 42 strength, he's 25. I click on this reward button, it has 518. So that means that this survey ship has 518 of this raw ore that I can take. And so if I were to attack him and I was in the same system as him, I would actually, if I win the war or the fight, the battle, I would claim that and it would go into my inventory until I make it to my base. So a lot of times it is good. So that is when they are free to attack those surveys. You can even just kind of let them build up a bit. Like, I've gone through some systems and you leave there like a full, I think my full cargo I can take is like 23,000. I've gotten 23,000 items. So as you play the game, you're going to know the necessity of parsteel, titanium, dilithium, ore, crystal, gas. They're all so important of stuff that you need to build up your game play. So please, follow rules of engagement, the ROE. And all the ships are free game except for survey ships. Those are your mining ships. Please follow the rules. If they're on a 0 node, 2-minute warning. If they have, as you see here, overprotected cargo, baby, they're fair game. Does not mean you have to play this way, but it is part of war, baby, and we all need resources. So have some fun. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this video, baby, as we keep bringing you more ideas. If there's other things that you are stumped on that you're not sure of, or you just have some questions, feel free to put that in the comment below as well so we can make some more videos, because we're going to be talking about so many different stuff. We're covering the basics right now, and then we're going to dive into other metrics of the game. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. And I'm just out of here for now.